Hola, clase. Buenos días o buenas tardes. Not sure when you're seeing this. You made it for the first 2 weeks of school. Woohoo! Alrighty. 6 more weeks to go and we're done with the semester. So I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at the game plan for this coming week. Can you believe it? Already the week of August 31st? Holy shamoles! September's right on the horizon. Okay guys, so let's take a look at Spanish 2. We're going to be starting Repaso C on Monday. Not too painful. It's going to be the difference between ser and estar. And we're going to be talking about indirect object pronouns. So hopefully we can jog your memory a little bit on those. If not, then we'll be learning them together. A little change from last week. What I noticed is some students were not completing the packets and just waiting for the answers. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 submissions now on the packets. So we're going to probably get started on C in class together. We'll work on it most likely a little bit more together on Tuesday. And then I would like you to upload to Dropbox the pictures of your already corrected packet so I can see that you completed it. And then on Friday, you'll do a second upload of your corrected, fully corrected packets. So 2 submissions now. We're doubling the work just to make sure we can keep everybody honest. All right, Repaso D, my hope is starting that on Wednesday. And what that's dealing with is the present tense of stem changing verbs and verbs like gustar. So super easy. Once you have the indirect object pronouns, it makes it really easy to work on that. Repaso C will begin in Spanish 3 on Monday. Same thing, 2 packet submissions. So on Monday, we're going to start the preterite verbs. Ay, ay, ay. That is such a beast. So I'm not sure. We may have to wait on Repaso D. A lot is going to depend on how much help, how much work you need to go through the preterite. Like I said, it's a beast. And we spend a good amount of time on it in Spanish 2, reviewing the 5 families. If you did not get that, it puts you at a huge disadvantage, especially moving forward when we get to something called the imperfect subjunctive. So we need to take the time and we need to make sure you know how to work the preterite tense. So potentially we may only be doing Repaso C this week because the imperfect, easy peasy, we may need to wait on that one. So let's play this by ear, Spanish 3. You may only have 1 packet this week just because of how beastly that is. All right. Then on Friday, you will still have a vocabulary check-in to turn in, a class checkup. Just give me some feedback. Let me know how things are going. We're also going to make sure you again turn in your packets on Friday in Dropbox on Neo. Please do not email them to me. They get lost in an email feed. The Neo is set up for Dropbox assignments. So you can do it on Notability, a Google Doc, a screenshot, or a picture of your hard copy. That's why I like the Dropbox feature. It gives you a very wide range of how to turn in your work. So do what works for you for how to work through these packets. All right. We'll also have a quiz on Friday depending on what we worked on. So Spanish 2, ser versus estar, present tense stem changers, verbs like gustar. Spanish 3, it might only be on the preterite. So heads up on that, could only be the preterite. All right, I have some new families, so I want to make sure I do a quick review of where to find things on Neo and show you the website and to where work can be found. So let's cut over to my Neo splash page. Okay, so hopefully you're all familiar with your Neo welcome page for my class. And what it does is on the top part of it, you're going to have what to expect this week. So this is going to be updated for this week. Assignments that were due this week are going to move to the bottom, just so the previous week's stuff will be at the very bottom. This week's stuff will be up top. All right. Also, I gave a quick little tutorial here on how to submit a Dropbox assignment. So some parents were emailing me, asking me. So I just want to make sure I got the information out there. Transparency, so everyone knows what's going on. So for my new families, I want you to be aware the class schedule is here and also the link to my virtual classroom. So let's take a look at that. In my virtual classroom, you have the links to the syllabus for each level, and it all lines up. This is all Spanish 3 and Spanish 2, Spanish 1. And again, just doing a quick tutorial for my new parents. So you can click on there. Quizlet is a vocabulary program with flashcards and games. So I've set one up for each level. The expected homework for students is roughly 15 to 20 minutes a night going through their vocabulary. Also, you'll find the current game plan video located there, and that's a link to the website. If you wish to email me, you can click on there. Let's jump over to the website so I can show you where these packets can be found. On my website, you're going to be brought to the home page, and it is the third tab over where it says class assignments. That's where you need to go. Under the class assignments tab, if you scroll down, find your level. So here's Spanish 2, Spanish 3. There's a basic review handout that I told students would be a good idea to use, like a cheat sheet next to their computer when they're doing work. It gives them some basics. Last week we did Repaso A and B. This week we're looking at C and D. Clicking on these buttons will help you get to the packet. So for example, Spanish 2, Review Packet C. I click on that. It will now open the PDF. And that way I have all my notes in there so I don't leave you hanging. You do have all my notes and some examples to help you along. And then our work is here. So once again, I have students printing out hard copies. I have students that are dropping this, exporting this in a Notability. I have students simply doing it in a Google Doc. So they'll put, for example, page 4, exercise A, and they can write out their answers. There's a lot of ways of approaching how to do this assignment. With this remote learning, we really need to have that flexibility so you can find your way, figure out what works for you, and that's what we're going to do going forward. I wanted to say thank you so much. I have had a lot of wonderful emails, a lot of support, especially my last year parents. You've been very kind reaching out, and I thank you for that. And I wanted to also say have a wonderful rest of your day. May your family stay safe, and I'll see you in class. Adios.